I'd like to take you on a walk down memory lane. Do you remember being invisible? If you think carefully, you will find the memory of when you first discovered this superpower. You may have been sitting at the kitchen table, eating a snack, at the top of the stairs, or in the backseat of the car the first time this happened. The other people in the room were discussing business, or talking about the news of the day, or even discussing politics. But there was one problem. They didn't include you. They didn't ask if you had something to say, not because you weren't important. No, there was some other reason. They thought you were too young to understand, or that you may not have been able to handle it. But most of all, they didn't want to worry you. As an adult, you have probably walked to that car with your friend or family member and secured your own child into that back seat. But as you started talking about the news of the day or politics, did you check in the back seat to see if that person had an idea or reaction to add? Or did you make them feel invisible? You want to protect us kids because you love us. You want us to make healthy decisions. You want us to take care of ourselves. You want us to pick up after ourselves. See, Mom, I was listening. But us kids can tell when you are stressed, and we can feel that stress. Sometimes you don't want to bring up topics that may appear scary or confusing in front of children because you don't want us to worry. But here's the thing. Children start taking things in at a very young age. Remember how as a toddler, they imitated something you said or did? So at a very young age, your children are listening in on what you have to say about politics, and they are taking it all in. Even if you are not necessarily talking to your child about politics, you are still teaching them about politics. I remember that during the past election, some of my friends were getting super stressed about what was going on with politics. I asked one of my friends, "Don't you discuss this at home?" And she said, "No, I only watch the news and hear what my parents have to say." I was shocked because I engage in important conversations in my household. But that's when I realized that my experience wasn't common. But back to my friend. She was one of my friends that debated about politics almost every day at school. But now I knew why. Her parents weren't including her in the political conversation, so she was bringing all of her thoughts and all of her stress to school. But this started a lot of problems, because whenever she stated her own opinions, other kids would start a huge argument about it. And the stress from the kids kept on building up, and one of the main reasons was this. Parents weren't including their children in important conversations. You may have noticed that ideas are funny things. They don't just float away. They like to come out and be tested and mingle with others. As kids, we often have to hold in our ideas longer because we are not included in the important conversations that we deserve to be included in. But I know that I love it when adults include me in important conversations because it makes me feel like my ideas matter and like people care about what I have to say. I remember that when I was in 3rd grade, I was able to accomplish things at an even higher reading level. But all my teachers kept on saying this, "Oh, Emerson can learn this later." I was being limited because they thought that I was too young. And I believe that children should not be limited just because of their age. Hey, I'm 11. So don't wait until you think your child's mature enough. Pull up another chair now. See what they have to say. You may be surprised to hear what they know from even your conversations about politics. I'd like to end with a challenge for each of you. Are you making children in your life feel invisible? Let's think about it this way. The children of today are the leaders of tomorrow. The children of today are going to grow up to be chefs, authors, librarians, even your president. Are you role modeling the best possible behavior for children in your life, or are you making them feel invisible? So I challenge you to go home today and communicate with a child in your life. Because when we all share our ideas, we can help shape the future. Thank you.